It was never my intention to do what I'm doing, which is interesting. I think we all have an idea of, oh, by the time I'm 20 this, and then 22 this, and 25 that. Well, throw it all out the window. I moved to LA after a lifetime of, so far, of classical piano studies. And I had just started singing, didn't really know I had a voice, was also a dancer, started playing guitar, toured as a percussionist, believe it or not, with an African ensemble, and just loved music. I was just steeped in music. And when I came out here, I was playing music for dance classes, and someone heard me, and that someone was interning with Hans Zimmer. And he ran over after class and said, "Would you be free in the next few weeks to sing on a film for Hans Zimmer?" And that was sort of like divine intervention for me. This is what you're supposed to do. So I didn't know who Hans was, I'm embarrassed to say. And I did it. And I spent the next 3 weeks working 12 hours a day in front of a mic and learning everything that would basically start me on my career. From there, I worked with Mark Isham, and then John Debney, Harry Gregson Williams, James Newton Howard, and then John Williams, and worked a lot with Nathan Barr, and just so many different composers. Warner Chappell got in touch about doing a vocal-centric album of production music for them, and I loved the idea because I love experimenting with my voice. They had several different suggestions for genres, one of which was a more of a folk element and world that the music could live in, a very sort of distinct but gentle sound at the same time. So I ran with that. The first piece that I started to create for Etherium was Flower Moon. Some pieces just come into your head and they live there and they say, "Hello, record me." And that was one of them. I have always been very visual with my music. It lives in my head as a picture. Ever since I was 5.5 and started playing piano, I see the notes and I see them as colors and also as pictures. Rolling down a hill on a sunny day as a kid, and you keep collecting things and you keep getting this view of the sky and the sun, and you know how the sun sparkles little pieces of dew in the grass, and then you're collecting leaves, and it just everything starts rolling together. That's what that piece was like for me. Played all the guitars on that, and I just remember thinking, okay, what if I went higher? What if I went even higher? What if I put the capo on the very last fret and just tried to get harmonics up? I wanted it to sparkle, but I wanted it to have a firm grounding to it too. From the very start of this track, I just wanted to dance. And it was, again, such a joyous creation process. Moving, it's emotional, it's fun, it hits on everything that I like to express and to put into the world. Being a vocalist has definitely influenced how I write, because I hear everything melodically. It's that fluidity of a voice. So for my work on the piano, for my work writing for strings or any other instrument, you always have this sense of breath, this sense of what is organically going to work. Using my voice as I might imagine a pad of strings might travel or sound or breathe. And I think because of my work in film and fitting my voice into a score context, it just kind of happened naturally. First of all, know your stuff. Because in the end, you're not a woman or a man, you're a composer. And you need to know the workings of the industry. You need to know how to create the sounds that you hear in your head. Number 2, do not ever let yourself get discouraged or jaded, and do not ever compare yourself to other people. The beauty of the world we're in is that there are so many different projects in this world, and they all need something different to fit just to them.